There we go. Good evening, everyone. It is my favorite time of the week, Wow Wednesday with Solex, where we hear from people the most amazing stories every week for over a year and a half now that I learned at least one new thing, and I'm usually brought to tears because literally I cannot believe the experiences that people have and the things that they're doing to help other people. I do also want to say just a little blip. We are getting really close to Day of Discovery, our live yearly event in Utah, September 13th and 14th. We have a team building day of just our team on the 15th. If you don't have your ticket, you want to get that now because they're almost sold out. Accommodations is on our team website, wellwellness.life. We have a beautiful place to stay, but we really would love to have you join us. It's a powerful time. I will never miss it because it will change your life. It will change your business. It is amazing. We also have team t-shirts that I'm trying to get all the orders in by this Sunday, August 4th, so that we can have those printed and ready to go. Those of you that are coming to the event, I will be bringing them with me. Those of you that still want a shirt and can't make it to the event, I will ship. You got an email with the information, so please get those into me by the end of the week. And I have the beautiful and amazing Marianne Node here tonight from Canada, helping me co-host. Marianne, can you open us up?
Yes. Well, welcome everybody, and thank you, Sheila, for continuing to support this team the way you do. We all love you. You're the best leader. I'm just like so in love with you, and
Oh,
thank you for remembering my family and you sharing this opportunity with me. So tonight we don't make any disease claims. Everything that we say is based on our opinions, and we don't diagnose none of that stuff. However, we know that if we give the body what it needs, it will self-correct, and that's basically what we're talking about tonight, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. Frequency is everything is frequency and communication. And what kind of communication are we allowing? We can't control a lot of it that is happening to us. So, what if you had a technology that would allow you to counteract the things that you can't control? You can take control over the frequencies that are affecting you with the AOScan technology. So, we would love to hear from you and any new experiences that you've had this week. And it doesn't have to be just about the AOScan, that's just what really lights our fire. But we've also got some other amazing products and technologies that we get great stories and results from as well. So, who's got something really cool to tell us? And you can just unmute yourself, raise your hand, whatever you'd like.
I'll start if you want. You know me, I've always got something to say. So I'll just
You,
break the ice for everybody.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. So a friend called me about 4 days ago, and her father had taken a fall. He broke a hip, and they had I'm not sure if they replaced it. They did some sort of hip surgery on him and had corrected it. He's I don't know, he's in his 70s, and he would not eat or drink or get out of bed. He would not cooperate with the doctors, and they were kind of getting worried about him. And this was 3 days had went by. So when she got a hold of me, I said, look, I'll just do scans on your father right away. And so I made really quickly a playlist for him, and which is, you know, a bunch of different frequencies that would help to support his body in the healing process. But she also shared something with me where he'd been kind of depressed for the last number of years. And so the first day I ran just the physical scans on him. The second day I ran the physical scans, and then I have developed also a playlist called Happiness. And I turned on the happiness for him, and I let her go for 3 hours. And guess what happened? He ate, he drank, he got out of bed, he pooped, and he walked
Oh my gosh.
the same day.
Whoosh.
And my girlfriend's mother said, I have no idea what happened, where he even got the strength to get out of bed because he was so weak from whatever. And she sent a message and said, this is what my mom said. And then she said to me, but I know why he did. She said, I know why.
Oh
So
my God.
are you kidding me? Like, oh my gosh. I was just like, here we go again, right?
Oh my God. That just blows my mind.
You got to tweak the emotional because it's so tied into, the physical. If you're so depressed that you broke your hip and whatever, and maybe you had depression for a while or whatever, feeling sad, melancholy, I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you what, you beam them with some happy thoughts for 3 hours. I guess that was the magic number.
Wow. That
Mhm.
just blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always give gratitude to you because you're like, every time you hear something's happened with somebody, you're like, let me get my scanner every time. And I'm like, thank you.
I just feel so blessed that we can share this with people. And, she was toying with the idea of getting her own subscription. Plus, she has a daughter and with some issues, and they're dealing with another type of disorder. And so I think that we're going to see her join our group, and I look forward to it. But yeah, so.
Amazing. Amazing. That it just brings me to my point of those of you that aren't really sure how to share this. I mean, this is a golden example. You see somebody that's having a tough time and there's so many different things that people are going through. What if you could do something to support
Mhm.
and they notice, they feel it or they notice it, or maybe not the person directly, but their family or their friends, the other people witnessing, they see things happening and they're like, how did you do that? Or can I do that? Yes. What if they had the power to do this every day in their own hand?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And so I'd
Oh,
like to ask, so if you were going to do that over a few days, would you get a new voice recording every day from the person?
I didn't run any voice recordings. What I did was I made a playlist to heal, fractured bones and that type of thing. And so pain and inflammation and that. And then what I did run is I ran vitals and body systems for him. And then I ran the playlist of for the bones that I'd made for healing. And I also ran the happiness one for his mood. So that's how I dealt with him.
But I guess my, well, so, but you didn't use his voice. How did you send
No.
it to? No.
Because I put him in as a client, I entered him as a client. And
Yeah.
so then I was able to broadcast to him remotely the frequencies because we're dealing with the quantum field, and we're all connected. And this is the part that people have a hard time understanding. And the thing is that if a cell tower can send frequencies to a telephone, what I want people to think of is that the scan is like the cell tower and the body's like the phone, and it's just sending these frequencies through remotely and getting to the destination because you put the information in. So the information you put into your scan is like the person's phone number. So I like to use phones, and I got that from Dr. Sheila. I heard her talk about it and I just loved it. And so I just embraced it because everybody has a phone. I don't know how my phone works. I mean, I don't know all the whatever. I just know that it works. So with this technology, that's the advanced technology that we have. We have the choice of picking the frequencies.
But I guess, but you just, by using his name and some information, then that's how you send it to him? You didn't need his voice?
No, no.
Okay,
the
okay, I
voice
didn't,
is for the inner voice scan.
Which is
When
yeah,
you get their
powerful.
voice clip, and if you use Easy Scan, it's going to ask for a voice because inner voice is in there. But you can run the other scans without a voice, and you can
wow.
send anything anytime.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess I didn't realize that.
yeah.
So that's
Do
why,
you have your own scan?
yes, I do. I do. And I
She's
mean, I'm using it. Yeah.
she's
I
just
would be
very
more
new.
than happy to run you through a few things to show you. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Maybe the next time that I'm training somebody, which seems to be every couple of days, if you don't mind, I will, like, you can just hop on the Zoom with us, and I'll show you how to do it so that because sometimes you need someone to show you, right?
Well, I mean, I think I've been doing it. I just didn't realize you didn't need the voice. That,
Oh, okay, there you go.
yeah, that's the thing. But I guess with my animals, I'm not using their voice. So I guess, okay, well, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, and I actually learned from somebody else who had talked about mold and mildew or mold and fungus in a bathroom, and so I live in a log house, and I live on the west coast on an island in Canada, and it's very, very, very humid here. And sometimes I get that smell almost like a little mildewy or something, I'm always
Mhm.
running fans, dehumidifiers. And so I took a picture of my log house, and I put it in, and I ran the mold and fungus program, and it helps. So there's no limitations on what we can do here. It's pretty wild.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. It just takes a bit to wrap your head around everything that's going on here. It's a lot, and especially if it's new to you. So,
Mhm.
Do you know
yeah.
how to
Well,
make a playlist? Do you know how to make a playlist?
yes,
Okay,
yes, I have
you're
done
good to
that.
go. You're locked and loaded.
Yeah, I'm still, it's not even a month yet. So
Oh,
I'm
we could
still new.
just, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you said that one case history because I realize I'm having a hard time getting people interested. I do a voice scan and then it's like, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm getting the interest. So I'm glad you're telling me some other ways I can, use it and maybe get people interested. I think with using the voice scan, I probably need more. I need to know more how it works, I think, before I can get people into it. Right.
So we typically the inner voice was the very first foundation of AOScan technology. Inner voice was balancing emotions because we know emotions drive everything. And when we can balance those emotions, our bodies can heal much better and our life is just better. So you're taking that voice clip to evaluate highest and lowest out of balance. But with Easy Scan, we're putting that in with our vitals and our comprehensive as well. And sometimes I can't remember which specifically it is, it may be all of them. From what I remember Lauren saying is you can rerun the scan, but it's going off of the last voice clip. But remember, we are scanning babies, we're scanning nonverbals, we're scanning animals, we're scanning objects. So there's no voice there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone else have anything to share? I have one, but I don't want to take up the time if you have other things to share with us, because I would love to hear from you.
We want to hear yours. Let's hear yours.
Well, it isn't mine. It's one of our team members that just
Okay.
Wednesdays don't work well for her, but she just sent me this just about an hour ago. And she shared, okay, a friend in AK, which I think is Alaska, forgive me for my geography, shared a family member currently in the prison system under false charges awaiting trial. Doesn't that stink? As you can likely see, that situation is extremely a difficult situation. I was able to connect a voice recording, set a profile, run the scans, and send back through an allotted 15-minute call because they've only got 15 minutes allowed and run. And forgive me, I don't understand all of the words, but apparently she ran a scan and she gave them frequencies to listen to, or maybe she just broadcast there, but it was through the 15 minutes that was allowed for the call. So sending emails of the recordings is not possible for them. Upon doing so, sorry. Upon doing so, he of course replied, "Oh goodness, no way," to a shoulder ligament issue in the scan and proceeded to share his current situation of a tear, When he spoke with the on-call nurse who had taken his labs and his tests, she was also shocked at his knowledge to inform the detailed ligament shown in the scan. Also had shown in her testing. And so now the nurse is interested. Isn't that amazing? How many lives can she impact? So 1 week of sending recordings through the 15-minute calls, he reports no pain, no further assistance needed. Continuing to follow through with other reports, working to reach others in their facility as they are in great need. Another person that takes this servanthood so seriously. It just blows my mind that she sees there is such a desperate need there, and it's very difficult to help this certain group of people, and how much power we have when we can be doing things remotely. We can help so many people. That just made me cry.
That's beautiful. Thank you. We needed to hear that. You know what? I have one other thing, is that I took a picture from Google Earth of the island that I live on, and I loaded it into the scan. And I run love and happiness and prosperity and things for the island, for the whole island. And so why not? Why can't we do that? So take a picture of the or get a picture of the jail or the
Yeah.
hospital where all people. So now some of the people that we have scans, we're going to start like taking pictures of where our loved ones are. My mother's in a facility, for the elderly, and she, they all need help. And what if we just took a picture of that building and just ran, health and wellness and pain free or something for them all, and love and happiness, and they're lonely, a lot of them. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of great things we could do, right?
Oh man, it's endless, endless. Dr. Janine said she loved that, was beautiful. It's endless, the impact that we can have on this planet if we will just, well, that's why I like having this call, because my brain just doesn't think of everything. I don't know that any of ours does, but when y'all come together, isn't that amazing, the things that we learn from each other, so we can be a little more creative and a little more proactive? Ah, ah, thank you. My brain just starts thinking of all the people in all the locations, and it's like, okay, now I need to schedule this out.
Yeah, why not take a picture of your city? Just get a Google Earth thing, take a picture of your city, put it in,
Yeah.
or we could help our communities, our churches, whatever it is that you want to support.
For
Our
sure.
schools, our
Oh,
schools. Oh my goodness. Like,
big need.
anyways.
Yeah. Tanaj, you have your hand up. Are you able to unmute?
Yes, hi. It didn't occur to me. I was like, oh, I just used this. My husband likes to work out, and he likes to run me through men's workouts, so it's very taxing on my body. And one day he had me go through a workout that was so tough that I physically could not move after the second day of running through the work, like physically couldn't move. And so I imprinted a Cephi dot with the pain, and also we were trying to like lose weight or whatever. So I also imprinted it with the perfect body, because I guess that one is for weight loss. But literally within 24 hours, I was able to like move freely with no pain. And I've continued to do that as he's continuing to take me through this rigorous workout. And even with him, I even imprinted a Cephi for him, because he was saying, man, this is a little tough. And like, he's on me more than I am now. Like, hey, babe, it's been 72 hours. I'm going to need you to re-up this Cephi dot. And it's so effective, and it continues to just blow my mind. I'm still very, very new to it, but I really love it quite a bit.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it when we're using this with our family members who maybe were on board, maybe weren't, but when they have such an experience that they're like coming back at you, asking for more, that is so exciting.
Yeah. And even my daughter, there's something that continues to like bite her at night, and I'm not sure what that is, but she'll say, Mom, can you run scans? She'll say sometimes, can you zap me? And I'm like, sure, babe. And so I'll do that. And then the inflammation from whatever the bites are, we'll notice after a while, they're starting to like go away. But yeah, it's so neat to me. It's almost magical. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much for that. How much power we have. Look at that. Don't we want everybody to be empowered like that? I do. My dream is just this whole world knowing that there's AOScan in every single household and everybody is self-empowered and has the ability to do all these things. That is like my dream.
You know what I'm going to do with some of the girls that have the scans? In September, we're going to do a parasite cleanse. And so we're going to put together some playlists for parasites, and we're going to we're going to start putting this together like mid-August. Find the people who want to be a part of the group and get them to order their methylene blue and their gold. And if they can, it would be even a little better if they were to get like the red light bracelet, right? And if they can't afford it, that's okay. And then there would be a charge for the scans, but a very, it wouldn't be very much. But we're going to do like a 30-day, roll it into a 60 and then a 90, because sometimes with these parasites, we have to go through the different phases that they go through, right, throughout the month and that. So it's just an idea, maybe even if you want to do it just for yourself or your family members or some girlfriends, just to share this with others and make sure that, we can do cool things like that, right?
Yeah. When you were saying that, it made me think of something else. I was actually working with someone with Parasite Cleanse, a physical nutritional protocol, and emotions were train wreck. And it didn't seem like we were making a lot of progress. And someone said something about don't forget emotional parasites, relationship parasites. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what's going on here. Parasite shows up heavy, those frequencies, because remember, our scans are showing frequency. So that frequency doesn't mean that it's physical. It could also be emotional or psychological. And that's what I found to be in this particular case, was that all the physical cleansing we were doing was not fixing the problem. There were emotional or relational parasites that were literally sucking the life out of this person.
So what did you run? Can I ask quickly? Did you put together something
I
like?
did not. I did inner voice every day
Okay.
and affirmations to
Okay.
establish boundaries, because that's oftentimes lack of proper boundaries.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
so such good counsel. I just made a note.
Yeah.
Like,
Inner voice to get those emotions in balance, affirmations to remind yourself of who you are and what you are, and stop allowing energetic parasites sucking the life from you. So yeah, that really woke me up.
The clearing would probably be very good. The clearing and then the
Clearing and shielding.
Yeah, shielding would be probably really good too. I usually add that into most people's
Yeah.
protocols these days because we're being inundated with it. And
Yeah.
I mean, the last 3 days, honestly, I had like 6 emergencies come in, what they call emergencies. And we had a lot of solar flare activity, which was shaking a lot of stuff up in people.
Yeah.
And without, I mean, we talked about that before, but, and people are not recognizing that literally old emotions, denser emotions are coming out, and it's manifesting in physical and emotional. So the scans are beautiful for this. They support all that. And we just need to be a little more aware, because everybody thinks it's just me. It's not just them. Everybody's going through this.
Yeah. And Lauren reminds me all the time how he really does intend for us to clear ourselves before we scan, to clear our clients before we scan. And I could tell you that is the hardest thing for me to remember.
Yeah.
Even still. But I notice I pick up other
you've
things that
got a
aren't
lot
mine
to
if I don't
remember
clear.
these days. In all fairness to you, my goodness, if I had to remember a third of what you're remembering right now.
Well,
ooh,
I'm
you're doing
trying
a great
really
job.
I'm trying really hard, and we are working on systems right now for the team's benefit. And part of that is making sure that that energetic clearing is the very first thing that we do for ourselves and anyone else we're working with. Because when I run my scans, a lot of times they don't make sense because I did not clear myself of other junk that I'm carrying.
Hmm.
So be aware of that when you're looking at scans that might not make sense. Maybe you should have cleared yourself or the other person before you ran it. And
You know,
we
I want to just the thing about the parasites. So I'm on my second, I'm doing a parasite cleanse. And I think it's like, is it a month? I don't remember. It's either 2 week or a month. And I'm noticing I still have like a million parasites showing up. And that's a little confusing to me. And it even says to take because I put the cleanse in that I'm taking. So I don't know.
You know, honey, it can take several rounds of a parasite cleanse, depending on what kind you have. There are millions of different kinds. There are lots of different forms. They have different processes, and it can take 2 or 3 back-to-back cleanses to clean your
Okay.
system up. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
not uncommon. But be aware of the relationship parasites as well.
You
I'm
know,
gonna be doing one. Oh, go ahead. Carry on, honey.
I just want to say, I think when I first started with this, I think I actually went through like a detox, and it was more emotional. It was like I was dragging my butt. I just wanted to sleep. I was depressed. And then somehow it shifted because I keep using it. And I'm feeling like I'm having better days than I've ever had. My good days are really good now. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I mean, I really did tank, more so than I'm really used to. So
Yeah, that's what we hear from a lot of people because there's a lot of stuff that's trapped in cellular memory and it's got to be released.
mhm.
And as much as I love this call, it is time for the weekly Solex update. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're sharing with us this week. And thank you so much for showing up tonight because this call is not possible without you. And it just makes my week every week. Marianne, thank you so much for helping me with this. And you want to close us out?
Yeah, let's hop on. Let's reach out to others. And but first of all, before we work on anybody else, always work on yourself. Honor you first. Take care of you. And thank you again, Sheila. We all love you so much.
Oh, thank you. Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night. Thank you. Love you, Sheila.
Love you too.
Thank you.